Welcome back to another episode of Rating Your Game Setups, the show where I take a look at your gaming setups and we give them a score.
This game fucking sucks.
The last episode of the show was a wee while back and it was super cursed. Like, you've gone to the effort to get the wireless mouse, but you've got so many wires. Hence why we haven't had an episode in a while. I've needed a bit of a break from rating gaming setups just to cleanse my palate. But we have a bunch of gaming setups to look at today that users submitted last time we did one of these videos, which we're gonna go through. Please don't be cursed. If you want your setup featured in one of these videos, make sure you send me over a picture of your gaming setup over on Twitter through my DMs, or you can join our Discord server, link in the description down below, and you can join there and send me through an image on the public server that way. All right, let's look at what we have first up. Wow, look at this. Remember, I don't try and look at these beforehand. We just collate them all and then I just go live. So I haven't seen these beforehand, but this looks good. I like all of this. We have a nice little cinema chair set up here by the looks of it. We've got a pretty massive TV, which definitely doesn't fit in here. It's defying the laws of physics at the moment. I'm guessing it's mounted to the back of that cabinet somehow, which is pretty cool. And using a PS5 obviously here too. Looks like a European, I guess Lieb. I think that's love, right? Liebe. Ich mag ein Zug. And then this looks like the chicken from Moana, but I'm not sure if it is the chicken from Moana or not. Soundbar up here, and then just a bunch of other stuff, PS5 games mixed in with a bunch of other things in here. A indoor swing, which is, you know, incredibly impressive. I'm guessing it's for a kid because I don't think that would hold my weight. Either way, this is actually a pretty cool house. Oh, we got a tennis ball on the edge of the thing. It's yeah, obviously kids. I mean, the Lego and stuff was a bit of a giveaway too, but pretty nice little area here. I don't know, it kind of feels like it's between two rooms, which I don't know if I like as much. This is the other view of the setup here. Seat 11 and 12, so obviously taken from like an old cinema or something like that. That would be super comfy to sit on and game in. I do like that. Looks like it's the living room. So maybe this gets rolled in and out depending on what they're playing, what they're doing. And yeah, not a bad setup at all. I actually quite like this one. A bunch of guitars on the wall. Way too many guitars. That, like, unless there's 4 people playing guitars at once, I just think that's like 3 too many guitars in a house, especially if they're all acoustic. And I don't know, each their own. I've got like 50 pairs of shoes, so I can't judge. Okay, next up we have, I don't even know what the heck this is. Oh no, what is this? What have you done here? What is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4 mugs. There's 4 mugs. There's 1 glass. I guess a jug maybe, a tomato sauce, and then a salt and pepper shaker. I'm guessing like a gaming console and a screen at the back there in terms of setup, and then just junk under the desk. This is pretty rough, honestly. This is pretty rough. Blurry photo as well, which is also great. You guys know I love a blurry photo because it means you can see everything in the shot really well and clearly. This is bad. This is so bad. Why do we need so many mugs? That's the thing I always wonder. Why do we actually need that many mugs? What's the reason for it? Is there a good reason for that many mugs? I don't know. I don't feel like there is.
I'm a bear. Rawr.
Oh, God. Okay, we've got a follow-up. And it's better. Well, I don't know if it's better. There's not a lot of changes. The first thing that I notice immediately is it's not blurry. And the second thing is there's some sort of a ghoul of some sort sitting on the back of the screen there. I'm noticing now the screen is actually the other way around, which means that I don't know how you use this setup or this screen. I don't know what's actually going on there. Maybe it twists and tilts. But there's now a ghoul on the screen, so that's great. Otherwise, it's still the same setup. I mean, I guess the mug has a pug, which is kind of cool, I suppose. There's that. I don't know. Oh, sweet. What on earth are you? Why did you send this? What is this? What? I don't know what's even going on here. This isn't a gaming setup. This is just someone's...
I'm a bear. Rawr.
This is terrifying. We don't want to see this. This is terrifying. We don't want to... This is not the behavior I am encouraging for this type of video, okay?
Rawr.
All right, oh my, he's back. Why? Is this the same setup or is this a different puppet? This is the same puppet, right? It's a different setup. This one's a lot more impressive. Why is he here? He's unsettling. I don't like him. We've got a lot of things happening here. MacBook, computer, screen. We've got a keyboard, I guess, for gaming when you're wanting to play a keyboard at the same time. I mean a musical keyboard, not a actual keyboard. We've got some sort of Apple AirPods, which is good. We've got a scented candle, some sort of a mummy sarcophagi of some sort. And this godforsaken creature is back again. And again. And again he's back. This time just sitting on the chair. It's almost as if this is the creature from Goosebumps. He's just come to life, and this is his gaming setup. This is one of his mini setups. Honestly, a pretty impressive setup if you just kind of block out the things sitting there. The speakers, the screen, it's all nice. It's all very good. I like it a lot. I would like this setup, except then we have him just there. He's just there. Why is he just watching? I don't understand why he's just there. Jesus. What the fuck is this? Why? Why are you sending me these things? What are you trying to do to me? I don't like this. Okay, and one more, just because apparently the other ones weren't good enough. I mean, the puppet's looking a lot less cursed. He looks like he's actually dead or passed out now at this point. So that's a good thing, I guess. But yeah, that's that setup. Great, that's a good one. Definitely not traumatized by that puppet at all. Okay, we've got a close-up of PS4 here. This is that limited edition PS4 for Days of Play, I think, the gunmetal grey one. Pretty cool console here, I like that one. With something that I used to have these little motorbike things when I was a little kid as well, when I was growing up. And I remember having them on my shelves. He's done something pretty clever by using them as controller holders, which is pretty innovative. This is the pulled out version of the shot. Terrible photo. Absolutely horrendous photo here. I don't know why. I'm not going to flip it around because this is what you sent in. This is how you wanted to be represented. And you've done an absolutely atrocious job of that. I think we're looking at 2K hip hop, I guess. I don't know. Is this Grand Theft Auto maybe? Great. Good job. Good job on that photo. Horrendous. Okay, next up. Why do these keep happening? This one is just a 3DS in a room. There is no way this is someone's setup. It's literally just an empty room with a 3DS in it. This is the saddest room I've ever been in. Except for this room, which you're looking at right now. This is a pretty miserable room as well. It's got a charger going from the wall to the 3DS. Good job. I like this. It's ridiculous, but it's good. I hope this is really someone's room in their house and this is their setup. All right, what do we got here? A desk, I guess. Some sort of a tower down there with some Apple stickers on it. PS2 on a chair, I think. An Xbox. There is a few things here that I want to address. Actually, it looks like a PS3 or maybe a PS4 on the counter. Not a bad gaming setup. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Like the chipmunk up the top. That's a thing that's not just going to swing on by here. We've got to look at this. What is that doing up there? I'm guessing it's a kid's room, potentially. Get rid of that. If you're submitting a photo for just make it look nice. You know what I mean? Like just spruce it up a little bit. Maybe hide the chipmunk you've had since you were 2 years old and don't put that in the photo perhaps. I don't know. Just a suggestion. The other thing here is this door. Do you guys see this? I'm not sure what's going on with this door. It appears to me like it's like a horse stable type door where you have the bottom of the door opens. I don't know if this is a thing that other countries have, but in Australia, the door goes the whole way. It doesn't just stop halfway. Not sure what the point of this would be, unless it's like to keep a child in, or an animal in a room, perhaps? I mean, or a horse in a stable. Maybe this is a horse stable. That's the only time I think I would have seen a door like that. That's unusual. That's a weird thing. Okay, I thought it might have been another photo related to that, because it was a terrible picture, but it's not. Okay, we have a... I don't know what I'm looking at here. This looks like a pretty fancy gaming PC and a monitor. We've got a webcam and a microphone, so obviously a streamer, YouTuber of some sort perhaps, or they make videos maybe. It's a pretty decent like capture setup as well, but it's all on the ground. So, you know, no desk to work on, just a book with a mouse and a keyboard on top of the tower. Nothing else in here at all, just those two things, which is good, and then a bunch of cables. So pretty good setup here, I would say. Don't really have too much more to say on it beyond that. I guess like a heater or something behind there, or maybe a like fold out table. I think it's a heater. This is ridiculous. I can't imagine if I was making content sitting on the ground and doing it like that. Like, I can't imagine live streaming, like cross-legged live streaming on the ground, just being like, "Bloody welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing?" Oh wow, holy cow, this is impressive. Now this is a setup. Look at this. We have so much stuff to look at here. We have a bunch of Gears of War stuff in the shelves, which look absolutely epic. Those are some really cool collectible shelves. They're a little bit overstocked for my liking, but they're very impressive. That's a massive collection. We've got the chainsaw guns from Gears. We've got a helmet from, I think it's the Fallout helmet, but it's been repainted to make it look better than it did when they actually released it, because the actual one was kind of not that good. And then over on the actual setup itself, we've got a giant TV here looking at some sort of a live stream, I guess. And then a bunch of other things. We've got PlayStation camera for the PS5, I guess a webcam or maybe a PS3 camera. We've got consoles, looks like a PS3, an Xbox, a PS5, which is awesome. Bunches of mouses and keyboards as well. So maybe he actually plays with mouse and keyboard. Pretty cool VR headset, hooked over the edge there. Great setup. This is an awesome setup. I like this a lot. It does look like it has a concrete floor and concrete walls though, so I think it might get a little bit cold. But apart from that, this is a really cool looking room and setup. We actually have more photos of this as well. So we've got this one here, which is like a close-up of Sekiro Collector's Edition, camera, controller, which is pretty cool. Close-up of console. Wait, these are more consoles? In his thing, didn't he have... Yeah, he has a PS5 down there, which means he has another PS5. He's got a second PS5 and an Xbox Series X. So he's got multiples of the consoles, which blows my mind as well a little bit. That's a pretty cool skin that he's got on the Series X there too. I like that. It's obviously a Gears skin because this guy's clearly a Gears of War fan. I think that's pretty safe to assume. We've got a man of culture. He's got a Juggernog vending machine. This is, I think, the collector's edition of Call of Duty Black Ops. I want to say Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Like a mini fridge where you could store beverages and things like that in it. This means he likes Call of Duty Black Ops, and anyone who likes Call of Duty Black Ops is good in my books. As you guys know, I only play Call of Duty Black Ops games now because that's the curse that I bear upon me these days. That is an awesome piece. I wish I had this. Being a Call of Duty fan, I think that would be a very cool thing to have. Fantastic. This is the money shot right here. So we've got even more chainsaw guns. I'm going to get to the t-shirt in a second. More chainsaw guns. Another Fallout helmet. This is the stock one. His one that's painted looks way cooler though. And then we have the man himself wearing one of my t-shirts. That was my merchandise I did. My limited edition merchandise I did earlier in the year when I hit 1 year on YouTube. That is damn cool. This is a cool setup. He is a cool guy. For that, I salute you, sir. Don't know if this is the same setup for the same guy, but this is just a massive collection of games. So much stuff here. It looks like potentially a little good boy sitting down there as well. Just a little good boy down there, chilling out with all these games. A lot of stuff here. No Xbox collection though, which I'm guessing is another whole thing that we're not seeing here, which would honestly be pretty impressive as well, I'd expect. If you end up watching this, make sure you send through your Xbox collection too, so we can cover that off in another video. Okay, what do we got here? We have a massive looking control. It looks massive, it's not massive, obviously. Connected up to a very tiny screen. The thing that is comical about this photo is that the controller looks bigger than the screen, and I know that's not the case. I know that's perspective, but it is funny to look at. The screen though is ridiculously small. I can see it on top of the PS4 there. If I had a screen this small, I just wouldn't game. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think I could do it. I'm probably too old to be able to see anything on a screen that tiny. Obviously a kid's room, we've got a bunch of teddy bears on one side and a bunch of Harry Potter books. And while I love Harry Potter as much as the next guy, I honestly haven't picked up a Harry Potter book and read a Harry Potter book in my adult years. So another good setup here. It's like 11:56 at night here. He's probably supposed to be in bed, but instead he's playing, I think, Spyro or Final Fantasy or something like that. I think Final Fantasy maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, this is awesome. Look at this setup. Man, the lighting on this thing, he's got better lighting than I do in my office here. Okay, so what do we got? We've got a shelf with liquor on one side, which is good. You've got to get your drink on, especially when you're playing games in a room like this. We've got a desk here with a full setup, like a full tower PC and a couple of monitors, probably for streaming or something like that. Then a massive screen for gaming, which is what I love. I love to play on a big, giant TV screen like this as well, so that's pretty damn cool. A bunch of consoles underneath it, and then a giant, big couch to play games on. I don't know what this is blocking the door. What is this? What is this down here? Is that just rubbish on front of the door maybe? Or is that like a poster that's fallen down or something? I'm not sure what exactly it is. This is an awesome gaming room. I like this a lot. The Wolverine and the Joker posters are really cool too. And God of War background. Mwah, mwah. Very good job here, sir. Very well done with this gaming setup. This is, I think, one of the coolest gaming setups we've seen of the whole thing. We had the really awesome man cave a few of them ago. A couple of setups ago, we had that awesome man cave, but this one here is really cool. This is just I mean, it is a man cave, I suppose, unless there's like a living room on the other side, but it's really, really cool. Fantastic. There is me, and I'm reflected on the PC as well, so it's great. Double the me. We've got a PS4 like on a little pedestal here, so it's up a little bit higher. I think that's where the monitor's supposed to go, so it's like, I actually have no idea what the point of that is, but the PS4 is up there just being prompted up a little bit higher. Then you've got me over there on the screen. Good strategic pause on me. It always gets my attention when I'm in the picture because, I mean, of course, that's the best thing ever. I guess you have to change cable every time you change between the PC and the PS4, maybe? Unless there's like a switcher or something in there to do that. You might have that, perhaps. The LEDs look pretty cool as well on the mouse mat, as well as the tower itself. And most importantly, the photo is clear. It's a good photo. It's a nice, clear photo. Cable management is like something else, but we'll leave that for another day. Oh wow, another t-shirt. Another one of my t-shirts. I didn't know these got in there, and because I like the t-shirt design so much, I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna keep that in there. Plus, this is a real one. If he's got a t-shirt, he's a real one. And I know who this actually is, so I know who some of these are, but I'm gonna keep it private for the purpose of the video. Great. Giant picture of me. Someone who knows just how to get to my heart. This person's like, I know how to get his attention right away. Giant Josh face. That's the first thing you gotta do. We've got our Flareon and our Mewtwo. Mario over on one side, and then a giant PS4 Pro double Oreo stuffed sandwich here. This is an awesome setup though. Like, it's simple, but it does everything you need to do. It tells me he likes Nintendo and Pokemon and PlayStation like that. Straight away. I know everything I need to know about this guy. Different angle of the same setup, but it doesn't really do us too much more justice, apart from the big giant heater column thing that we have there. Then moving around. Oh, wow. See, I wouldn't have expected it to be a giant gaming chair. I thought it would have been a couch at the back of the room there, just because it would have been more comfortable to sit down and watch. But some people prefer a gaming chair straight back. It's probably better for your posture, actually. Not bad at all. Like the setup. And he's got plenty of water bottles here down the bottom for hydration, which is also really important. Speaking of which, I need to hydrate myself. I didn't really hydrate much throughout this video. And this looks like a pile of his games, iPad, things like that. Oh, whoa. I was just about to finish that off. But before we do, I just want to... Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, and Call of Duty Black Ops. Is that 4 or 3? Is that 4? Is that my favorite? I can't tell if it's 4. It's either 3 or 4. If it's 4, then this is a 10 out of 10. If it's 3, it's like a 9.5 out of 10. So that's how it is. Alrighty, and that is all the setups we have time for. We have been through a roller coaster of setups today between the good, the bad, and the terrifying. So we've seen a number of different things, cursed things that I wish I didn't see ever again, and things that are quite pleasant, like my face. Remember, if you want your setup to be featured in an upcoming episode, head over to the Discord, link in the description down below, and send it through to us there through the Media Share tab, or you can send it through to me directly, privately, over on Twitter if you want to just slide into my DMs on Twitter and shoot it through to me there. They're always open, so if you want to chat, you can do that as well. Don't forget as well, you guys commenting, subscribing, and liking on the video really does help it out. If you want to see more videos in this series, make sure you just leave a comment down below to help out with the YouTube algorithm. Even if it's just saying, hi Josh, how are you doing today? That would be really appreciated. A thumbs up would also go a really long way. Thumbs down also does the same thing, so if you want to just give me a thumbs down, that's also fine.